O Mother Nui, stretch high above this valley. Your starry body is our glory. Then see the hawk of yonder Rahur quit, his fiery splendor, oh so mighty. He brings a light for all our weary souls. He makes the broken spirit whole.
Okay, so picture a volcano erupting, but not with lava.
Right.
It's erupting with thousands of demon-headed ravens violently scattering into the sky.
It's a terrifying image, yeah.
Yeah, from Western esotericism.
Yeah.
But it actually perfectly illustrates a feeling you probably know all too well, which is burnout.
Exactly. And today's deep dive into classical Kabbalah and Western esotericism is, well, it's all about avoiding that explosion.
Right.
We're basically taking the Kabbalistic tree of life out of the clouds and using it as a boots-on-the-ground blueprint for human drive.
Yeah, so our mission today is exploring a specific sphere on that tree called Netzach, right? We want to understand how an abstract intention actually translates into physical reality without completely destroying you in the process.
Right. And to figure out how Netzach operates, we really have to look at its job description. The word itself translates to victory or endurance.
Okay.
And it sits at the base of what Kabbalists call the right-hand pillar of mercy, which is the side of the tree dedicated to expansion and giving.
So its entire function is to act as the tactical implementation of a higher sphere on that pillar, called cheesed.
Right. Cheese represents boundless, infinite loving kindness.
And we know they're fundamentally linked through a mathematical concept called gematria, right?
Yeah, gematria. Think of it as the energetic DNA of Hebrew words. So words that share the same numerical value are built out of the exact same energetic materials.
Wow. Okay, so if you calculate the generative spelling of cheesed, like mapping out how its letters expand stage by stage, it adds up to exactly 148.
Which is the exact numerical value of the word Netzach.
Wait, really? Exactly the same?
Exactly the same. Netzach is literally constructed from cheese. I mean, if cheese is the abstract desire to bestow infinite good, Netzach is the mechanism that overcomes earthly friction to make sure that good actually gets delivered.
Okay, so in the somatic mapping of the tree, Netzach corresponds to the right leg. So if cheese is the map of where you want to go, Netzach is your right foot pressing the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's the raw, unyielding drive pushing you forward.
But here's where I get tripped up, honestly. Society constantly tells us to hustle harder, to have relentless drive.
Oh, absolutely.
So if Netzach is this unstoppable force of victory, why doesn't it just overwhelm everything? Like, a gas pedal pressed to the floor without a steering wheel is just a recipe for a crash.
Dangerous, yeah.
Right. Are the esoteric texts actually arguing against unbridled ambition?
Well, that necessity for steering introduces Netzach's inseparable partner on the left side of the tree, which is Hod.
Okay.
Kabbalistic tradition calls Netzach and Hod a joint distribution committee.
A joint distribution committee. I like that.
Yeah, the two legs you need to walk. To understand how they work together, imagine a brilliant father trying to teach, advanced physics to a toddler.
That would not go well.
No, exactly. If he unloads the raw, unedited information, that pure Netzach transmission, the kid is just overwhelmed and learns nothing.
Right.
The massive concept has to be ground down, restricted, and formatted into bite-sized pieces.
Wait, so you're saying raw, unbridled ambition is actually a recipe for failure if it isn't restricted. So Hod is the restriction.
Yes.
It's the mechanism acting like a millstone, basically grinding down the massive energy of Netzach so it can actually be digested and received safely.
Exactly. Look at the biblical archetypes in our sources. Moses represents Netzach. He had a towering, uncompromising vision to free his people.
Right.
But his vision was almost radioactive in its intensity. He needed his brother Aaron, who represents Hod.
Oh, because Aaron was the speaker.
Yeah, Aaron was the containment field. He had the structured execution and really the humility to safely translate that massive vision for the people.
So what happens when that system breaks down? Say you have that blistering Netzach drive, that Moses energy, but you completely lose the structured containment field of Hod.
Well, energy cannot be destroyed. Western esoteric traditions like the Golden Dawn, they align Netzach with the astrological sphere of Venus.
Which is raw emotion, art, passion.
Exactly. So when that massive energy isn't given a structured channel to flow through, the pressure just builds. It mutates into a shadow form, or cliffoth, because the energy literally has nowhere else to go.
And the pressure cooker eventually explodes, which I guess brings us back to that terrifying image of Arab Zarak.
Yes, the ravens of dispersion violently erupting from a volcano.
So think about what that means for you listening right now. Like, when you have an explosive, fiery drive to start a project, but absolutely no structure or containment.
Right, you don't get victory.
Yeah, the pressure builds until your energy scatters violently and uselessly into the void. That is literally the esoteric anatomy of burnout.
It really is. Enduring success in a business or even just a daily habit, it requires the long-game patience of Netzach, actively restricted by Hod.
So true spiritual and practical victory means harmonizing that relentless drive with humble structure. You need both legs to actually move forward on the blueprint of your life.
Absolutely. We've talked a lot about balancing your inner Moses and Aaron today. But, ponder this for your own journey.
Yeah.
Once you finally harmonize that fiery drive and humble structure, what is the actual destination you are walking toward?
Ooh, that's a good question.
In Kabbalah, those two legs step together into a sphere called Yesod, which means the foundation. So take a hard look at a current goal you're struggling with.
Sure.
Are you missing the drive or the structure? And once you fix your balance, what kind of foundation are you actually building?